Hey guys, this is the Dark Preacher, and welcome back to my Steam Engineering world. So, like I said in the last episode, I was going to do a few things off camera. And I have. Welcome to the beginnings of the power plant. I have created a Stirling generator, which, once this thing gets up to heat, it holds its heat pretty long. I got an infinite water block filling all these boilers. Heat cable, which holds its heat for quite a while, heats up the boilers. That produces steam. The steam goes into the turbines. The turbines produce the power. The power goes out. Well, this low to medium voltage transformer takes the low voltage, steps it up, and sends it through the kinetic generator, which turns the electricity to RF. And so that also goes into the system. Now, what we got is a crusher that's fully charged and a Magneticraft crusher that's fully charged, along with a grinder that's fully charged, electric furnace fully charged, of course, and a Tesla coil that's keeping everything on me that's powered completely charged. Now over here, excuse me, I said. Let me just pop those. Over here, we've got steel production still ongoing. I've gotten 4 more blocks of steel and 29 coal coke so far. Still have yet to figure out a way to automatically harvest trees. No. What did I do with all my steel? This machine has it. That's my carbide. Oh, there we are. We're up to 13 blocks of steel. We're almost there. We've still got quite a ways to go on making that arc furnace. But one thing I can do whilst I wait is snag a little of that, because I'm going to need it. And what I'm going to need it for, thank you, saplings. I'm going to need it for, we're going to try that, and away it goes. Off into the crusher. Sand. Which is just as well. I could use some more glass. But we give it enough time. We let it process everything it's got already. There goes some coal coke. Everything in it is still need to be processed. We let it go through. Eventually, we will get what we need. which is coke dust. And we need to meld an industrial squeezer. 8 coke dust makes 1 HOP graphite dust, which, if we smelt it down, makes the HOP graphite ingot, which we can use to make the engineer's blueprint for the arc furnace electrodes, which, if we put that in the engineer's workbench with 4 of the graphite ingots, we get the electrodes. Yeah, I know. Quite a ways to go just to get that. So, we've got choices. We can either get started on building the system we're going to need just to make the graphite rods, or we can build something else. And we can either go with an excavator and a core drill, which we can probably do right now, or I can build an oil prospector and go out looking for oil. Because once I get oil, I can process that down into plastic. And once I process that down into plastic, I can build a miner. And then I can turn this entire mountain into dirt. It's really quite simple, really. It works just like an ender quarry. So, what I'm going to do is, while that's still cooking up steel blocks for the arc furnace, I'm going to build an oil prospector and go out looking for oil. So, and actually, we should be able to do this rather simply downstairs right quick. Just gotta remember to build the battery first. Let's see here. That, no, not that. That. Give me that. Go in there. You can go in there. As can you. And you can go in there. Just put that back for right now. Let's see. Hasn't gotten stuck yet. And look at this. This is working beautifully. That grinder has quite the backlog of ore in it. Alright. Now, we need copper, we need iron. 2 copper, 1 iron, and oil. I need the oil prospector. 1 tungsten, 1 iron. The question is, do I have a tungsten laying around? Yes, I do. Okay. And I need 1 more iron. Alright. The reason why I can't really pop this into my inventory is because as soon as it gets popped into my inventory, they'll charge up and I can't use it for crafting at that point. I have to use a completely depleted battery for these recipes. So, that, a prospector, which charges up and then the battery charges back up again. So, we have an oil prospector. Take it, right click it, no oil found. But if you're using the oil prospector, that means you need a pump. Which means you need a pump jack, electric motor, a little bit of iron, and diamond drill. Pump jack. So, a diamond, a little bit of iron, a little bit of copper, and where did they go? Am I out of coils? I must currently be out of coils. Well, no matter. Easy enough to make. But, diamond drill. Done. Electric motor, copper coils. The iron bars. For every one of those moments where it feels like you're gonna sneeze and then you don't. Come on, nose. Work with me here. Alright. Just make some. And then. Oh, I had some on the way, but I needed more. Needed more. Yeah. Electric motor. And pump jack. Pump jacks run off power, right? Well, solar. There are solar panels in this. But you need photovoltaic dust, which is diamond dust, quartz dust, and 3 plastic sheets. So you need oil to be able to get that. Not going to happen today. So, the next thing I want to make, with the little bit of iron I have in my inventory, those, 2 of those, and we'll go around here, grab some more iron. Which I have 36. This is all the iron I've got. Sadly. But we put the pressure plates there, the cauldron there. We've got ourselves a drum. Now what I could do is take this drum and build an ender tank. Which I think blaze rods, ender pearl, cauldron, wool, 2 obsidian. Ender pearl. I've got 1. I'd have to go hunting for ender though. But as it stands, well, not that, naturally. As it stands, I need a way to power that pump jack. So, battery. Wrong kind of battery. Right kind of battery. So we need sulfuric acid batteries, which takes sulfur blocks. I need more sulfur. I think. Sulfur. Where's the sulfur? Don't have enough. I need at least a stack of sulfur. Time to go mining. Do it. Time to go mining and get resources. So, I will be right there, guys. Back. As you can see, I've had 2 screw-ups already. Placed them in my inventory before I got them done. So, let's grab a little more copper. So, 8. And go get our iron. Which I think there should be some that's processed already. Oh, there's our coke dust though. Don't need that. Come on now, come on. Everybody out the pool. Come on, you've been running this entire time, you haven't done anything. What's the deal with you? Oh, right. Well, there. That should be it. In my version of the pack, I've updated refined relocation, and the filters have gone all wonky on me. Change the way the filters work, basically. Have a look over here. Heat 30. Yeah. I got a solution for that. Let's see here. Circle. Now, one thing you don't want to have happen with your Stirling generator is you don't want to produce too much heat. Matter of fact, let's go into a test world right quick and I'll show you. Alright guys, here we are in my test world. Well, what we got is Stirling generator, right? Real simple, really small, easy to build little machine. And let's see here. I need the heat. Heat IO. Then we come down here, right click on that, and that builds it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then that water. Alright, we got a heat cable leading to a boiler, right? Does a bunch of coke in there. As we can see, the heat is rising. And the heat of the heat cable is also rising. Which means the heat of the boilers are going up. Alright. So, it does not take a heck of a long time for this thing to heat up. But once we get to the point where the temperature is going to be pretty blazing hot, I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, as you can see, this heat cable's getting pretty hot, right? 139C, right? Instant color change as soon as I set that down. Shorten up the distance a little bit. These boilers are already up to 100 and they're producing steam. So, what do we do with this steam? Well, one thing we do is we find the... Oh, come on now. Turbine. Turbine control, correct? Put that down. Now, the turbine. I have this on a different world right now for a different project. But this will put out quite a bit of power. There, and then we need is the medium voltage. This one puts out medium voltage. And the fluid tanks. There we go. One turbine. Love the way these models look. Okay. Grab the pipe. And she starts a turn. Consuming, generating. Oh, but the heat cable is starting to really heat up. It's turning red. Hmm. 160. And we come down here. That's at 158, but it's going down. Well, what we need is a battery. Matter of fact, we need a battery bank. someplace to put all this power. Let's see here. Medium voltage, low voltage out. Bring it over this way. There we go. This produces 870 watts. The heat's going up pretty good. And it's producing steam. Oops. And it's generating power as well. Now this is a perfectly set up system. And then something like that happens. Heat cable starts to heat up. And it heats up fairly quick. Because it has basically nowhere to go. And it's just building up heat and building up heat. Now, energy production, that's going up. So is the heat. Alright, so I was getting a little tired of waiting for the Stirling generator to actually produce enough heat. The thing is, the hotter this thing gets, the more power it puts out. And it only reaches a certain temperature. This, however, is a heater. It takes electricity and produces heat. Heat cables have a certain rating on them, so you got to be careful with them. Once they get to a certain point, they start changing color. Now, there's a normal heat cable. It's like hardened clay. This one is about to fail. And when it does, it doesn't explode or anything, it just melts. So we're at about 700 C, and it is turning a bright red. So, got this battery bank filled up, powering this heater, which is heating up this heat cable. I think once we get to a certain point, this thing will give up the ghost and finally show us what these heat cables are capable of. We're over 1,000. 1,000 degrees Celsius. And this thing is a bright cherry red. And it's still going. So, I'm going to do a little time lapse here. Never mind. This thing tops out at 1,200. And amazingly, I can stand on it. Are you still putting out power? Yes, you are. You add one heat cable. This thing goes nuts. Here's the really crazy thing about this. I can use the electricity from the heater to heat up the heat cable, to heat up the boiler, to make steam, to power the turbine, to power the heater. It's a loop. The only thing this needs is more water. It's producing 5 millibuckets a tick currently. And this thing is consuming 48. Didn't say it was a perfect system, I just said it was a system. But I know that in previous versions of Magneticraft, like some of the earlier versions, these would get to a point where they would heat up so hot they'd melt. They'd turn into a block of lava. I wonder, is there another thing that will possibly melt? No. Thermometer. The thermometer will tell us how hot something is, right? This is hot enough to produce steam. As is that. But you can have a very small system right here. Yeah. It produces 1200 watts. Amazing, ain't it? Highest heat it can do, 1200 watts of power. And it's very slowly building up more heat. That's some coal coke in here. I don't know if this will melt, but anyways, battery banks are a thing. Anyways, let's go back to the other world right quick and finish out the episode. Alright guys, we're back. This thing is running like a gangbusters. As we saw, these heat cables can get up pretty high on heat. Ooh, flashy, flashy. This goes, yeah, it's going pretty good. Kinetic generators going, steam powered turbines are going. And that's still running. Got iron, grit, tin, dust, and sand, and obviously something has clogged up the system down here. Nope, nothing there. Nope, nothing there. A lot of aluminum and sand. I'll take this cable back. Because I've moved the majority of the power out. To the power plant. I think the next thing I'm going to be working on is a turbine control. Because let's turn that back on. Turbines. These generate 20 RF a tick. Uses 10 millibuckets of steam per tick. This thing can produce 24 kilowatts. Does not really use all that much power. This produces 400 RF a tick. So it works pretty good. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for me for right now. As always, I'm the Dark Creature. This is Steam Engineering. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.